Hey there, welcome back to another episode of Be Money Smart. I'm your host, Augustina, and I'm so glad you're here with us today. So here's what we are diving into today. Whether you want to build serious wealth or shed those extra pounds, here's the truth. You've got to completely overhaul your lifestyle. Think about it. If you are currently making $5,000 per month and you want to level up to $50,000 per month, literally everything about how you live changes. We are talking about the complete transformation. The house you wake up in, your morning routine, the clothes you're in closet, and what you're eating for breakfast, and the people in your circle. Obviously, the work you are doing every day, in every single day changes. And even if the jump's not so dramatic, let's say you want to go from 5,000 to 10,000 per month, and you are still looking at the major shift. Maybe you are moving to a quieter neighborhood, upgrading to a more comfortable place. Or if you just stay the same, you might be thinking about starting a family or expanding your social circle. Weight loss works exactly the same way. And once you dropped out all the excess weight and you are shopping for smaller jeans, rocking those fitted tops that actually looks good on you, you are probably investing way more time and energy into skincare, dialing in your style, or maybe you found your signature look and you are sticking with those go-to pieces. But here's the thing, your whole relationship with your body changes. You're spending more time on fitness, really managing how your body feels and functions. The bottom line, whether we are talking about the getting wealthy or get fit, and we are really talking about a complete different lifestyle makeover. Now here's the flip side, going broke or gain weight. They are pretty much the same approach in reverse. Going broke means you are not saving when you should be, making terrible investment choices, or just giving to instant gratification. You are using time that should be spent learning new skills or just to mess around instead. Gaining weight, same deal, and you are loading up on high-calorie junk, heavy flavor, way too much oil and salt, and you just don't want to move. Zero exercise motivation. And so really every aspect of your life shifts. Then that creates this domino effect that changes everything about you, inside and out. So if we actually want to hit our goal, if we want to level up and become the best version of ourselves, whether that's building wealth or increasing our income or getting healthier and more confident in your bodies, I'm not pushing some toxic skinny at all cost mentality. I'm just talking about everyone's actively pursuing the good and the real health. Eating healthier and having a body that feels amazing. What do we actually need to do? And here's the answer. If I just announced today I'm going to lose weight, but I'm only tweaked one tiny aspect of my life while leaving everything exactly the same, I'm just setting myself up to fail. Because you can't just change one layer of your life and expect it to stick. Your willpower and consistency are going to tank. You will find yourself thinking this is way too hard because you're trying to force this one change while everything else is pulling you back to your old patterns. So when you really commit to this change, everything shifts. Your sleep schedules might need a complete overhaul. Your entire approach to food needs restructuring. Your exercise routine might need to go from zero to actually existing. You might need to cut back on social events or change how often you're going out. It literally touches every part of your life. So when you're setting these big goals, I want to lose weight, or I want to build wealth and boost my income, I want to think deeper. What specific areas of my life, your life, can you leverage to actually make this happen? If you are struggling to figure this out, let me give you a framework that works. Think about the basic needs in your life: clothes, food, house, and transportation. Let's say you want to lose weight. For clothing, here's the psychological tricks that can actually work. Buy pants that are one size smaller, not dramatically smaller. We are talking about slightly smaller. Maybe they're just a little snug around the waist and enough to keep you mindful about not overeating. You are naturally gonna control your portions because you want to feel comfortable in these clothes. And buy clothes one size down and really visualize yourself look amazing in them. You will be more motivated to lose weight because you want to conquer this outfit. And for food, this is crucial. Focus on healthy, whole foods, low oil, minimal processed stuff, and reasonable salt intake. Keep yourself in what we call the caloric balance. And because here's the fundamental truth about weight loss. If you are consuming fewer calories than you are burning, you will lose weight. This is basic energy conservation. It's physics, not options. For housing, regardless of your budget, whether you are in a smaller place or a larger one, consider living somewhere that builds exercise into a routine. Maybe that means being a bit further from your work so you have time to walk, bike, or hit the gym. Don't live right across the street from your office, and if it means you are eliminating all the opportunities for you to move. Also, add some fitness equipment to your space. I know everyone's treadmills becomes the world's most expensive clothes track. And here's the thing, having it there is still better than not having it. Also, when the equipment is starting you every day, you're gonna find the ways to use it. This approach actually works because it gives you a practical framework to think about the change. Transportation works similarly. Focus on moving more, increasing your daily activity. Not talking about making a commute miserably by adding an extra hour on that way. That doesn't make sense. But finding ways to be more active, to move your body more throughout the day. The key is to look at the fundamental areas of life and figure out how to optimize them to support the person you are trying to become. I'm using weight loss as an example here, but the principle applies to everything. When you approach change this way, it becomes so much easier to stick with it and keep going. Or try this reverse approach. Do a deep dive into every areas of your life and identify what's specifically holding you back from becoming wealthier, more attractive, or wealthier. Go through everything like you're doing a detailed audit. Categorize the obstacles and tackle them one by one. I'm going to lie, this process can be pretty intense. If you want a real change, you're gonna invest serious time and energy, especially in the beginning. Think of it like the flywheel effect. You know what I'm talking about? When you're trying to get wheels spinning from the complete stop, you are putting in maximum effort at start. But once it gets going, maintaining the momentum becomes effortless. Someone weighs 75 kilograms and he wants to lose weight to like 57 kilograms. Not trying to lose these grams overnight, just a reasonable, achievable goal. In the beginning, it might feel brutal. Eating healthier and cleaner food, establishing an exercise routine, it can feel like you are fighting against everything. But here's what happens. Once you're actually living like someone who weighs 67 kilograms, you won't feel any struggle because it becomes your new normal. And it's just how you eat now, automatically. Think about 60 kilograms women who wants to lose just a few pounds, maybe just get down to 55. I just said this example. Her eating patterns, daily routines, everything about how she moves through the world is gonna be different. Obviously, we're accounting for different body types and metabolic differences. But if we are comparing two people with similar baseline, healthy and similar body composition, their lifestyles are gonna look different, totally different. And so that's what I want to share with you today. If you want real change, start with lifestyle transformation. This isn't about the abstract goals or testing your willpower. It's just about getting practical and specific about how you can reconstruct your lifestyle to to become the person you want to be. The same principle applies to building wealth too. What do the wealthy people typically do different when it comes to the clothing, food, housing, and transportation? For clothing, they are not spending hours agonizing over the outfit that don't match their personal style. Their wardrobe might have a lot of similar pieces, but the quality is consistently high. They will figure out their brand, their style, their shopping frequency. It's all pretty systematic. Unless you're a designer or a fashion stylist, most wealthy people aren't put tons of mental energy into clothing decision. They're not buying something new every few days because they want stability and focus. They'd rather put their time and energy into more profitable activities. Food-wise, they are prioritizing the health, avoiding high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and that thing. So if you're running a company, you might be grabbing quick meals between the meetings. But honestly, that's not sustainable for long-term health. And this includes handling the business dinners and networking socials. They know how to control the pace of the situation. Maybe they will have a couple of drinks for toast, but they're strategic about it. Higher level executives, leaders, projectors, and they have mastered the art of building that relationships without overdoing it on alcohol. And they will have a few drinks, small drinks, make emotional connections, and keep business talk off the table during the dinner. It's about gestures and relationships, not proving who can drink the most. For housing, absolutely. Wealthy people live in the better spaces, spacious, bright, lots of natural light, and they are keeping themselves in an environment that promotes positive thinking and positive mindset. Because in their daily lives, whether it's work or even downtimes, they're processing a lot of information and dealing with new situations consistently. Transportation, they are definitely not taking subway. But because they're living in nicer areas, their social circles tend to be more prosperous too. They might drive their own car, doesn't matter if it's expensive or not. Cars can be status symbol, but depends on personal priorities. Some might hire dedicated drivers, especially the female entrepreneurs. Male entrepreneurs or male executives rarely do this, but it's definitely an option. So that's how I want to share with you today. Real change isn't just about setting a goal and white-knuckling your way through it with pure willpower and determination. You need to think it strategically about how to redesign your life from the ground up. And when you approach it this way, change becomes so much more manageable, and you're way more likely to actually become the person you want to work towards. Before you go, if today's episode resonated with you and you're ready to start making these lifestyle changes we talked about, I need you to do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button right now. Seriously, pause and do it. Every week, we dive deep into practical strategies for building wealth, creating healthy habits, and designing a life that actually works for you. Subscribe now, and I'll see you in the next episode, where we'll dive into the psychology of money habits that keeps people broke. Trust me, you won't want to miss it.